Hello, Washington Hospitality Association members. I'm Juliet Gorton, your Senior Director of State Government Affairs. Yesterday was another important day for the 2023 legislative session as the Senate unveiled their operating budget proposal. This is the first major step toward enacting the final two-year budget, which lawmakers need to do before they adjourn for the year. A few highlights from the Senate budget's proposal. The budget includes enforcement funding for Senate Bill 5448, which is our home delivery of alcohol bill. The Senate has already passed the bill, but being included in the budget is another positive signal that it remains a priority for lawmakers. $225 million is transferred to the Paid Family and Medical Leave Program to seed a 3-month reserve, which will help avoid a rate increase. $50 million is appropriated to fund Senate Bill 5536, referred to as the Blake Decision Fix, which is one of our public safety priorities. While those are all positive pieces in the budget, our full tourism marketing request of $26 million is not funded. Instead, there's a proposed appropriation of $8 million. This will be a focus of the GA team over the next several weeks and final days of the legislative session. The House of Representatives will release their 2-year operating budget proposal on Monday. Both chambers will pass their budgets, and then the two sides will meet daily to negotiate a compromise budget. While budget negotiations are going on, both chambers will continue to perfect their bills and send them to the governor's desk for his signature. A quick update on the bills we're working this week. One of our top priorities right now is stopping House Bill 1589 from passing in the Senate. This bill would ban the installation of natural gas in new construction starting June 30th of this year. While the bill would affect only Western Washington if it passes, a statewide ban would almost certainly be enacted in the coming years. Natural gas is a critical tool for our industry, and this policy would be extremely disruptive as there are no reasonable alternatives in place yet. House Bill 1589 had a public hearing in the Senate Environment Committee last week and is scheduled for a committee vote on Tuesday. A huge thank you to Washington Hospitality Association members Rio Ozawa and Oliver Banjera for testifying before the committee and sharing your stories of how a natural gas ban would negatively impact your businesses. It's stories like these that will help us stop this bill from passing. If you haven't already done so, click on the action alert in the description below to let your lawmakers know you oppose House Bill 1589. Our team continues to oppose House Bill 1320, which would require employers to provide current and former employees copies of their personnel records upon request. The bill still includes a private right of action and does not give employers enough time to fulfill requests. The bill was passed out of the Senate Labor Committee yesterday, and we will continue to engage on this bill. The Senate Labor Committee also approved House Bill 1068 yesterday, which would allow injured workers to make audio or video recordings during independent medical examinations. There are still too many concerns with allowing audio and video recordings during medical exams, which should be confidential between doctors and their patients, and this would create a chilling effect, resulting in fewer doctors being willing to do these examinations. Switching gears to the bills we're supporting, another top priority for the association is our alcohol home delivery bill, which is Senate Bill 5448. Our focus now will be to get the bill approved by the House and to have the amendments approved by the Senate to get the bill to the governor's desk. 2 workforce development bills we're supporting also received public hearings in committee this week. House Bill 1730 would allow 18 to 20-year-olds to work in the back of house of 21 and over establishments. The Senate Commerce and Labor Committee approved the bill on Tuesday. And House Bill 1658 would allow high school students to earn credit for paid work experience. The bill was heard in the Senate Education Committee this week and is scheduled for an executive session vote on Monday. That's all for this week. Thank you again for your membership and your engagement in the legislative process. I'll see you again next week.